Previously on Revenge.
When I was a child, my father was framed for a crime he didn't commit.
Amanda Clark no longer exists.
Before he died, he left a roadmap for revenge that led me to the people who destroyed our
Why are you
lives.
so interested in this girl?
Because she's interested in my son.
Stay away from Charlotte.
What do you think you're doing, bringing Jack here?
It's nice to see you again.
I want you to start following her. Something's not right here. Amanda Clark. How long did you really think you could fool me? You must be as stupid as your father.
What are you doing here? What's that?
Oh, good boy.
Good boy.
Ciao, Margaret. How's Italy? Weren't you on the Landmark Preservation Committee last winter with Michael Davis? Yes, just before he split with Lydia. Do you remember a lovely young woman by the name of Emily Thorne? She paid obscenely for the Davis cottage next door, and you know how I can be about that kind of thing. No, I don't want to keep you. You run. All right, darling. Bye.
I made you breakfast.
No, I'm not hungry.
You gotta eat, Declan. You get any sleep?
Really? You know, every time I drifted off, Dad was there, and I'd get up, tell you the good news.
I stayed up till dawn, looking over Dad's will. The stowaway's all ours now. And he didn't want a funeral, he just wanted us to scatter his ashes at sea.
The last thing Dad heard was me calling him a loser.
We both had a lot of fights with Dad. He knows he didn't mean it.
Yeah, I did mean it. Scatter him without me.
Good morning.
Hey!
Found this old timer at my door last night.
Wow. I didn't even realize he was gone. I'm a little distracted. My dad just passed away from a heart attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's awful. Is this him? I lost my dad suddenly too. I'm so sorry.
I appreciate it. Let me make you some breakfast. It's the least I can do.
No, I would love to. But I have this thing that I have to go to, so
Maybe next time.
yeah. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. You too.
What the hell are you doing here?
Risking death to prove I'm still into you. And reminding you should still be into me.
You are so full of yourself.
Come on, I could have broken my neck climbing up here. Least you could do is put on a bikini, come watch me play volleyball.
Charlotte, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, Mom, happens twice a day.
Well, my meeting's starting right now, and it'd be nice if you would put on one of the dresses I bought you and made an appearance.
Sorry, I already made plans.
Outgrow this, please, I beg of you. Oh, and you might want to let Adam know that the drain pipe he scurried up is in full view of the conservatory. Good morning, Adam.
Morning, Mrs. Grayson.
And in keeping with your husband's image, we're planning a sort of upscale barbecue.
Are you sure the courtyard can hold 100 guests plus media? I mean, the senator loves his media.
I know how much he covets the spotlight, but I promise you there's enough room for everyone.
And if Victoria says don't worry, you can take that to the bank.
Speak of the devil, Senator Kingsley.
Thank you.
How was the golf game?
Daniel spanked us old-timers. Lucky round.
Steve, are we done here? Because I'd like to get back to the hotel for a shower.
You should stay here.
Oh, no, we'd hate to impose.
Nonsense, that's why we built this home. Isn't that right, Victoria?
Well, all right then. Perfect.
All right, I'll send for your bags. And here, I took another pass at your candidacy speech.
Thanks, Steve.
Mrs. Grayson, I'm so sorry I'm late. I know you were counting on some of my ideas.
Well, we've already just wrapped Miss Thorne. We managed to get it under control without you.
Emily Thorne.
It's nice to see you again, Senator Kingsley.
What a small world. Conrad, Victoria, why didn't you tell me you knew Emily?
Well, we've only just met. How did you know each other?
Miss Thorne was a senior volunteer in my first campaign. And what was the name of the organization you believe David Clark was laundering money for? The same American initiative that claimed responsibility for blowing up Flight 197 last summer? Did you come here to help me finish what I started?
Well, I'm a big believer in finishing what you start.
Then you have to stay for dinner.
Well, it's summer in the Hamptons. I can't believe the young lady doesn't already have plans.
Actually, she does. With me.
Well, there you have it. Excuse me.
Moments ago, a jury found terrorist conspirator David Clark guilty on all counts. The case, spearheaded by federal prosecutor Tom Kingsley, was a big win for both the United States and the young attorney. Rumors are circulating that a political career is in the not-too-distant future for Kingsley.
Well. It isn't the thorn in everyone's side. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Is it possible to hack a computer tablet to run a PowerPoint presentation?
Possible for you or possible for me?
Can you do it or not?
With both hands tied behind my back. If you tell me why.
You don't need to know why.
Fine. Give me the tablet's IP address and I'll make it so you can run whatever program you want.
I already sent it. Check your inbox.
You're welcome, Mary Sunshine.
Today, I am just grateful that justice prevailed, and that this terrible man has been held accountable for his crimes against the American people. As for the future, I have always planned to serve my country, however and wherever it needs me most.
Do you like the necklace?
What woman wouldn't?
Just curious as to why you're angrier today than you were yesterday.
Because yesterday I didn't have a house full of unwanted guests. Where are the teal?
Fine, you don't like Tom's politics.
Oh, I couldn't care less about his politics. It's him I don't like.
Well, he's done more for us than we'll ever be able to do for him.
How could I ever forget?
Come on. So I'll be over before you know it, and then we can go to Paris for a few days, whatever you like. I want to make this right.
Then you never should have slept with my best friend.
Just a second. Hi.
Hey, you look lovely.
Thank you. You're punctual.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. Just grab my stuff. All set.
Well, aren't you full of surprises?
What can I say? I live alone.
We should go shooting sometime.
You definitely should. Shall we?
We shall.
My dad always said that an empty bar is a sad bar. He'd be happy to see you all here today. He might not have wanted a funeral, but he didn't say anything about a wake, so everybody drink up. To Carl Porter.
And in honor of Jack and Declan's father, next round's on me.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't even know my dad.
No, but obviously he's a good guy. There's people drinking here to honor him. My dad bites that people be drinking to celebrate.
What can I get for you, man?
You know how to make Malibu Bakeries?
I do. I would strongly advise against it. It's more of a whiskey and beer crowd.
When in Rome. Hi, Sporty. What's the fist you walk into?
Oh, some rich jerkwad. A lot of them around this time of year.
You, planning on getting even?
When I'm half the guy's size with half the friends, no.
Violence is only one way to take someone down.
That's what I've been saying. The family values crowd would eat that up. Well, then here's the family values. And the passage of the Kingsley Finance Bill. When I'm reelected, it's my first order of business.
All this talk of politics.
Believe me, I'm used to it. What a lovely necklace, Victoria.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I'm expecting an email from the majority leader, and it's just... I'm sorry. Steve, please come with me. Excuse me. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Find out where this came from. Now. Everything all right, Senator?
Thank you.
What is this place? It's interesting.
It's an Italian steakhouse. Ashley turned me onto it.
Red leather booths and everything.
So you're old school?
Not at all, just would have guessed you more a sushi bar than steakhouse.
Bloodier the better. Could you excuse me for a second?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm at that table over there in the middle, and I don't have a steak knife.
I'm sorry, I'll bring you one.
Okay, thanks.
Can you get a bottle of sparkling water, please? What the hell are you doing here? Patrick, I had no idea. Wait here. Patrick, stop! Stop! Patrick! Patrick, look, I know how pissed you are, okay? You have every right to be. But you have no idea how sorry I am about everything that happened.
You happened, Grayson. And if you were man enough to take responsibility for what you did, you wouldn't be apologizing to me. You'd be apologizing to my sister.
It's a video of you walking into a building. What's the big deal? You've got another one. I gather that's not your niece.
What on earth is going on here?
Oh, more politics, I'm afraid.
Trouble with the majority leader?
I didn't want to bore you with this.
David Clark is innocent, and I can prove it. Tell the judge and have him call back the jury.
They're already in deliberations. And now you're telling me you committed perjury?
Don't believe her. She's in love with him.
What the hell is going on here?
What's going on here is you've just argued an airtight case against the most hated man in America. When the jury convicts him, you're going to be an instant national hero. Your political future, Tom, is wide open. You have a powerful supporter in me. Now, if you decide to listen to my wife, who's foolishly fallen in love with that monster, you're gonna throw all that away. It's your call.
What's the crisis?
There is no crisis, just a little situation.
Frank? Victoria?
You and Diane go ahead and finish dinner without us. It might take a little while.
Rest assured, we're gonna take care of it.
Don't you always?
Thanks.
I'm sorry I had to see that. But in a way, I'm also glad it happened. You have a right to know what you're getting into.
Well, what am I getting into? And who was that guy?
Patrick Manello. I dated his sister last summer. Her name's Sarah.
So you break the sister's heart and then Big Brother breaks your car?
Actually, I broke her spine.
Oh my god.
She wasn't paralyzed, thank God, but that's still a struggle for her.
How did that happen?
My mom, as you know, has a lot of expectations. Her son dating a cocktail waitress from Portsmouth, not one of them. So, towards the end of the summer, my mom made her feelings public at one of her parties. And I took off with Sarah drunk. Brought my car on a utility pole and they had to cut us both out.
So where is she now?
Still in rehab, last I heard. I haven't spoken to her since that night. My parents covered Sarah's medical bills and set her up so she wouldn't have to worry. Paid a judge off to keep me out of jail, and in return I had to swear I'd never see her again.
Sounds like you regret that now.
Every day. Do you think I'm a bad person?
I think people who make mistakes should own up to them. You should go talk to her. Tell her what you're telling me now.
When did the affair end?
February, but on good terms. I don't believe she'd be behind this.
Then it can be managed. If it comes out, you both deny it. Candidates survive this sort of thing all the time.
You're not telling us the whole story.
Shortly before we decided to move on, Erin got pregnant. We talked about it, and she decided not to have the baby. I sent her the money to take care of it.
You know the senator's politics on the issue. If it gets out, he's done.
More importantly, my wife would be devastated.
Well, then we have to make it so that it doesn't get out.
Every bait and tackle shop needs a website, brother. Hey, Jack, could we get another round over here? I'm uploading this gentleman into the 21st century.
The only thing I'm uploading is you into a cab.
No.
You know what? I'll throw my bike in the trunk and I can drive him home.
All right. Thanks, Fred.
This is a cool place.
Be it ever so humble. What do I owe you for this random act of kindness? And I never carry cash, by the way.
Man, I don't want your money. Maybe you could tell me what you meant earlier? You know, about ways to get even?
An emerging specialty of mine. Allow me. What's the guy's name who trashed your face?
Adam something. He's a friend of Charlotte Grayson's.
Watch and learn, grasshopper. Adam Connor? I just accessed his webcam, and now you're free to record his most intimate moments and use them as you will. Charlotte Grayson. And it seems we have struck gold our first time out.
She had nothing to do with it, right?
Whatever you say.
I borrow that.
Keep it. It's yours.
Thanks.
The night after Kingsley presented his closing arguments, Victoria managed to get a note to me.
My dear David, I am so horrified by what's happened to you, and I know how betrayed you feel. I can't tell you everything in a letter, but I'm going to Kingsley in the morning with evidence that will exonerate you. By this time tomorrow, the judge will have declared a mistrial, and this nightmare will be behind you. Behind both of us. Forgive me.
Whatever Victoria said to Kingsley, it didn't change his mind. After only one day of deliberations, the jury convicted me on all counts. With friends like the Graysons, Kingsley will probably wind up president someday.
No. The large arrangements go on the bar and the smaller ones go on the table. Has anyone seen the AV guy?
Is everything under control?
Absolutely.
Good. I want to check the sitting arrangements.
Did I make a mistake?
Oh, no. I'm just always changing my mind.
Thank you.
Please tell me you're the AV guy.
I wish I could. Tyler Barrow, Daniel's roommate at Harvard. Now I see why he comes home for the summer.
Tyler! Well, it's finally nice to put a face to the name.
You must be Charlotte.
Oh, you're cute. Daniel didn't mention that you were coming.
Oh, total impulse. I hope it's not too much of an intrusion.
Well, he took off early this morning, God knows where, but you're perfectly welcome to make yourself at home at the pool house if you wish.
Thank you, Mrs. Grayson.
Would you be a dear and show him the way?
Of course.
I'm sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it to you. The pool house is that way, next to the pool.
And someday she might wave him goodbye from a twist in the faraway sky.
Hey. Hey. Just leave those right there. Few tips from last night are in that envelope. Nolan is extra generous.
Tell me about it. He gave me a laptop to drive him home.
He's big into buying friends.
He's got the money, might as well use it.
Hey, listen, I was thinking of closing up early. I'm gonna go pick up Dad's ashes. You should come with me.
No, I already told you no.
Look, I don't get it, man. Dad broke his back for both of us his entire life, and he loved you, Declan. You already made one mistake you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. You have to make it two.
You know what? Just because he's dead doesn't make you my father.
You have a minute?
I do. Aren't you busy cleaning up after the senator?
Daniel went to see Sarah at the rehab center today.
He knows he's forbidden.
Why, I thought you might like to know. Strange thing is that Emily drove him.
What is this girl up to?
You really don't trust her, do you?
Trust is the one luxury I cannot afford. I think she's the reason that Michael left Lydia. I intend to prove it tonight at the fundraiser.
How?
By putting Emily next to him. One look at the two of them together, and I'll know. Clearly, someone has to step in before my son makes another mistake.
Is it done?
This is some of my best work, if I do say so. Uploading the program to the good senator's tablet now. The second he opens that god-awful speech, the program will initiate.
You better be right.
Thought you were in Italy for the summer.
I was, but my parents are all over me about my resume. I gotta get serious about an internship.
Well, in the meantime, you're welcome to crash here for a bit.
You sure your parents won't mind?
His parents won't mind at all. But it's nice of you to ask.
Thanks, Mrs. Grayson.
Daniel, a word?
I'll go see if your party planner needs a hand.
Her name's Ashley, in case you were wondering. You broke our agreement. You went to see that girl, Sarah.
How do you know that?
Well, at least you're not denying it.
I went to apologize, Mom. Something I should have done a long time ago. And for what it's worth, she wasn't exactly forgiving, so at least now I can move on.
With Emily Thorne?
You got a problem with her, too? At least you know she's not a gold digger.
The only thing we know for sure is that you're a bad judge of women. I'm asking you to take it slow till we know more about her.
No one's ever gonna be good enough for you, are they?
Nonsense. I want you to be happy.
Well, like you and Dad.
It's for your own protection.
Yeah, well, I've been giving you my all, sir.
Certainly putting you in touch with a good pro. Emily, you look stunning.
Thank you, Mr. Grayson.
Hello, Emily.
Mrs. Grayson. Either of you seen Daniel?
Well, I'm sure he's around somewhere. Have you met his roommate from Harvard? Tyler.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
It's a beautiful dress, Charlotte.
It's total Kate Middleton.
Oh, what could be wrong with that?
Excuse me. What are you doing here, Nolan?
Evening, kid. As you know, I'm a big contributor to the Good Senator's campaign. I just thought I'd show up and see what I'm contributing to. The fun police.
Is he bothering you again?
Like a swarm of gnats.
So what'd you think of Daniel's friend Tyler?
I think you're clearly interested.
Why should you get to have all the fun?
Hey, we take a walk.
Yeah, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Let's see what.
Hello again. Ashley.
Hello. Hey, where are you?
Dying over here.
I'm not big on politics.
Adam, these are the sacrifices you make when you're trying to win someone back.
Call me as soon as it's over.
So what's up?
You didn't happen to mention to anyone about Sarah?
No, not at all. Why?
I swear my mom's having me followed.
What? That's so creepy. Listen, I'm sorry if I overstep.
No. I'm glad that you did. I know it's the right thing to do. Seeing Sarah again made me realize that I have to start taking control of my life again, standing up to my parents.
Well, in that case, I'm glad I could help.
No matter what happens between us, or what my mother says or does, if me and you last a week, a year, 10 years, forever, I'll always be honest with you.
Next to Candace and Bob over there. Michael. Oh, how good you look.
Thanks, I finally got back to the gym. Victoria, I was surprised to get your call. I figured Lydia had successfully poisoned the well with you. Our divorces really brought out the worst in her.
Well, it's brought out the worst in both our spouses, I'm afraid, but it's water under the bridge.
Right. Lydia isn't here, is she?
Heavens, no.
Okay.
But there are a good number of people that I know are going to be thrilled to see you. As a matter of fact, I seated you next to someone I believe you know very well. Michael, you remember Emily?
You do look familiar.
Wait,
You were on the Landmark Preservation Committee together.
that's right, of course. It's good to see you.
And Emily bought your beach house.
Yes, I did.
Emily Thorne. Right, of course.
There you are. I got lost coming back from the bathroom.
Cameron, hi.
Emily, wow. It's been ages. I'm sorry we haven't been introduced.
Oh, sorry, Victoria. Cameron Lang. She's, my plus one.
Cameron also worked on the preservation committee.
Technically, Emily was the one who introduced us. Did she know?
I'd like to introduce you to a man I've been proud to call my friend for the past 15 years. He's a man who represents everything this country should be. Honorable, passionate, and conservative. Please welcome Senator Tom Kingsley.
Thank you, Conrad. And thank you, Victoria, for hosting this auspicious event at your home.
What's going on? I don't know. Oh my God.
I came here tonight to announce that I will not be seeking re-election this fall, as I am retiring from public life. I'll see to it your contributions are returned. I'm very sorry.
She claims that you invited her, Senator.
That's a lie. Where is she?
With security. She said you've been texting and emailing her for the past month, wiring money to take care of the baby, even told her you leave your wife. Then she said you sent her a red dress and a plane ticket to be here tonight.
That doesn't make any sense. What does she stand to gain by forcing my resignation?
Your opponent could have paid her. Or a jealous staffer with access to your correspondence could have set the whole thing up.
What? That's insane! Tom, I have dedicated my entire career to you.
Tom, what's going on? You have no idea how much work I put into this event. I'm so sorry, but it was a really great party, considering.
Speaking of parties...
Believe me, I would like to hammer all of those, but I have a major mess to clean up. Rain check?
Count on it. What about you two lovebirds? Oh, no, don't tell me you're gonna bail on me too.
You know I don't drink anymore.
Oh, come on, I mean, after tonight you can make an exception.
I don't think so. But look on the bright side. You can party all summer and I'll be your designated driver.
Oh, well, then let's get started. Where to?
Actually, I'm exhausted, but you guys go. Have fun.
You sure?
See you soon.
Right.
Let's talk.
Drive safely now.
Well, I'm stunned. You never can tell with people, can you?
Indeed. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Mrs. Grayson. Actually, would you mind terribly if I started calling you Victoria?
Of course.
Then good night, Victoria. Go away, Nolan.
I have to know, how did you do it? How'd you get your hands on a sex tape?
I bought the building that his mistress lives in. As part of the renovations, I had cameras installed.
Wow. That's commitment. And now?
I released the videos to the press.
Why? You already got what you wanted. You destroyed a man's career.
I want to destroy his life. If he had done the right thing, he would have saved my father. He chose not to, so down he goes.
Along with his family. You scare me.
Good.
Check out that sunset. Only thing missing is you. Call me sometime. Okay, ciao.
Again? I'm so sorry.
Maybe he's trying to tell me something. Maybe he's worried about you after what happened to your father.
Maybe, yeah. I wish you could have met him. It's his final request.
Where's your brother?
Didn't show. I'm on my own.
Not entirely.
Yeah.
The Amanda?
Yeah. Sammy named her. Thanks for bringing him back to me. Again. Sammy.
For the innocent, the past may hold a reward. But for the treacherous, it's only a matter of time before the past delivers what they truly deserve.
The Kingsleys have decided to avoid the spotlight for the time being.
It's probably best.
You should know that I located the IP address all those emails came from.
Unfortunately, it's a little late. Damage has already been done.
They came from right here.
My laptop. Well, I sure as hell didn't do it.
Not you. Someone with real motive and access.